The Public Access Boys. The Public Access Boys.
Ooh, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. One more episode for you. One more episode for you to just enjoy. Sit back, finally time. It's Tuesday night. Boys are back in session, and we've got a great one for you. Isn't that right, Daly?
Well said, my friend. Well said. We are back for another episode of the Public Access Boys, and tonight...
Woo! Public Access Boys!
In the house. Tonight's episode is brought to you by our lovely sponsor, Lay's Salt and Vinegar. And if I didn't talk about this,
Dave, we're not
What,
sponsored by
we don't have Lay's on the
Can't
show.
Oh, you didn't get those?
Is this a prank?
No.
Public Access Boys! Guys, today is an extra special episode. We're very excited to have you here. Cue the music, please. Cue a waltz. I'm kind of more in a waltz mood. There we go. I see the Boston Conservatory has taught you well. Anyways,
It pays off to have a house band, doesn't it, really?
pretty good. Yeah, you pay the bucks, you get.
We really had to argue for a house band to, upgrade and add production value to our show, folks. And, it's taken the guy a while, like a long while.
Yeah.
But it's paid off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You put in the time, and now we reap the rewards. So anyway, speaking of reaping rewards, what is life's biggest reward? Dave, what is life's biggest reward?
Well,
Speaking to the mic.
okay, sure. That would be it's a toss-up between Lay's Salt and Vinegar or Lay's Barbecue.
Daly, what is life's biggest reward?
Life's biggest reward is having a meal with friends.
Having a meal with friends. And what do you need in every meal? Food. So that's tonight's episode. We are going to be talking about food.
That's what we'll be addressing tonight. We'll probably be taking them through, all the steps in a proper meal. The different courses, things you should keep in mind when preparing these courses, how to invite guests, how to de-invite guests.
The de-invite is actually that's a power move.
It's a really it's a nuanced subject. Let me tell you what, and
Especially those in-laws.
Oh.
your in-laws
you
may be
gotta be
watching. You may be careful there.
Yeah.
You got to be in a relationship in order to have in-laws, and you know how I feel.
Ariel and Harold, I think you guys are great. That was nothing against you. I'm sorry.
Ariel and Harold, we're there for you.
Okay, well, anyways, we have we're gonna kick it off with the first course of
Yeah,
every
what
good
is
meal.
Explain. So I'm first time cooking. I don't know anything, and I want to invite a bunch of guests over. I'm having everyone I know, the whole neighborhood's coming by. Where do I start?
Well, number one, you want to buy Pritchard's Food Safety Guide.
Pritchard's Food Safety Guide
is a perfect start for anybody.
And might I add, we are not getting sponsored, Pritchard.
This is not sponsored. This is just good advice, good homekeeping.
We can't lie to you.
Pritchard's Food Safety Guide is the only way to make sure that you are not going to get E. coli, you're not going to get bacteria, and you're not gonna die.
It
And
prevents the bubbly guts.
Don't
Dinner
leave anything out for more than 5 minutes.
dinner parties are not a laughing matter. People think, oh, I'm gonna have a dinner party. I'm just gonna get some barefoot wine and some lean cuisine. That's not a dinner party. That's disgusting. And we're here tonight to break down those barriers, buy the safety food book. And now I'd like to hand things over actually to Dave Tarantino. Or D Treble. He's gonna talk to us about wine. And
You can stay there. I'll bring it over to you.
Oh, okay, thanks. So tonight we are going to talk about what you can pair with my
thank you. I don't mind if I do.
Lay's products. So,
Dave,
hey.
chill out on the Lay's.
No, I'm not talking about the Lay's. Don't worry about it.
Wine.
Anyway, what I like to pair with my favorite Lay's barbecue chips is a nice Italian Zinfandel, which Peter has right there. So, Peter, if you could for me, between your eyes and those studio lights up there, just hold the bottle up like this and just give it a nice big old swirl. Just, really swirl it around. And now, what color do you see as you're swirling it around?
Green.
Green. That's perfect. So, depending on the color to the light, really gives you an idea of how old the grapes are. Now, these specific Zinfandel Italian grapes are originally from California.
Can we just hurry up and swirl?
Yeah, I just like to
Look,
drink the
this
thing.
is a- hey,
Cheers!
hey,
Salute!
Hey,
Hey!
salud.
Bon appetit!
Hey.
Oh, baguette.
We'll get to those later.
All right, cool. We should probably hit a bumper or something.
We'll
Well,
be back. And we're back. So we started to talk a little bit about, so I guess basically what we're getting at is when you invite guests over, always start with a nice glass of wine or, spirit or beer for them. Greet them with the proper drink in order to
ideal.
greet them properly so that they can, feel warm and welcome. And so that's really what we were, getting into on the first part. So,
I have a question, Daly.
yes, Peter.
Do you prefer the vineyards of California or the vineyards of Italy or Virginia?
Wrong. New Zealand.
What?
New Zealand.
Mate? Like New Zealand?
Mate.
All right, let's move on. I think we really
Sucks.
we beat down the wine. Everyone knows that you need to greet your guests with wine. And then the next course would be, Peter, what do we offer our guests next?
Well, okay, so this is actually I'm not in charge of this course. This is Daly's course. You want to switch it up?
What's this one?
We're going to be doing salad. You were in charge of salad, so beat her up. Salad is actually a healthy treat. You can try a salad any time of the day. If you
Yeah.
ever I wouldn't recommend a breakfast salad.
People do breakfast
Fruit
salads.
salad.
They're great.
But Daly, take it
So
away.
I actually, rather than preparing a salad, I thought it'd be better if we kind of discuss the process of eating a salad and how best to serve a salad for your guests.
You were supposed to.
It's more of a
ingredients.
dialogue discussion than it is a tangible subject matter, I believe.
We
more esoteric.
We had a pre-production meeting, and you were supposed to bring salad ingredients.
Good thing we've got 2 varieties of your favorite Lay's potato chips.
Why do you keep doing that?
Again with the Lay's.
Are you trying to pull a joke? Is this one of your new jokes that you're trying out?
Oh, how do you think we fund this show?
Well, I don't see a single Lay's subsidy myself.
We are not getting paid by Lay's.
You might not be getting paid.
We would have. You think you'd be our house band member if we were getting paid by Lay's? Sorry to go that hard.
I don't know, man. What can I say? I have a good agent.
Freaking Jimmy Fallon gets endorsed by Lay's.
Well, D Treble really is the Jimmy Fallon of public access boys.
Don't sugarcoat this.
Well, anyways,
Anyways, so getting back into salads, why don't we start with our favorite type of lettuce? Peter.
I'm a big romaine boy, dark leaf all the way.
See, romaine is a solid choice when preparing salads. It provides the nutrients. It's kind of, very versatile. Does anyone not like romaine?
No, I like iceberg, okay? I am a 100% iceberg guy. When I get that romaine, I send it back to the kitchen and I say, give me some iceberg.
See, iceberg, in your traditional kitchen is best served for actually a wedge, not a salad. Because iceberg is very high in water content, very low in nutrients. Therefore, it's not that much of a bitter taste to your palate.
Cue the music.
Jeez, this Lay's is making you fall off the job here.
One thing they don't talk about Lay's is sometimes it gives you what they call the itis.
Yeah, and multitasking they don't really teach, do they?
They don't teach that at
But they're
bars.
so tasty.
All right, you're
So
kinda
anyways,
selling it.
personally, I like to always serve arugula. I think that arugula is the most underrated of all the lettuce. It offers just such a great texture to your guests. You could put so many different kinds of fruits and nuts and other toppings on it, and it just blends well. It's more, I like to call it the chameleon of salads. It's great in any situation.
Well, that's perfect. It's a perfect round off to our. We've got a quick video we got to play.
We'll be back.
From one of our real sponsors.
Antique wheelhouse tractor, lots of extras. 71 wheel horse Bronco 14. Lots of recent work ready to go. Fully hydraulic core 14 horse engine, hydrostatic drive, hydraulic lift, custom cab closure, snow plow, dozer blade, rear grader blade, custom rear lift with a winch. Works great to tow big logs. Long tires, dirt tires, wheel weights and chains, lights all the way around. Flashers, horns, cigarette lighter. Flashers, horns, cigarette lighter, a lot of bells and whistles. Completely painted a couple of years ago, sell for $1,600 cash.
Women's group. We are a group of professional women that gets together about once every month to explore our fantasies in a safe, non-judgmental environment. We all have good careers and have relationships outside of the group. We keep everything very discreet. We refer to ourselves as the book club. Our ages, races, and body type are varied. The most important qualities are that you be kind, drama-free, and sexually adventuresome. This isn't for everyone, but for some of us, it's wonderful. No men, couples, or threesomes. That's just not what we're about. I just get so happy helping people make deals on Craigslist. Facilitating great barters, great sales, great roommate matchups. I'm here for you. With Michael's List. Helping you with Craigslist. No men, couples, or threesomes.
Lay's. When you're craving the Lay's, you gotta get Lay's.
That is not at all what we are promoting on this show. I don't really get what you're doing here. You're really going off the grid there, buddy. Let's cue the music. Give the man an inch, he takes a mile, you know? Like, sheesh. Anyways, so what next do we have on this docket? Oh, Peter, did you bring a primi plati for a charcuterie for our guests?
Oh my goodness.
He was too busy cutting something else last night, if you know what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Oh, I think he was just working on a different project. He was cutting something. He didn't have time to cut the meat.
I feel like a deer in the headlights, guys. I'm really sorry. Similar to Daily, I must have forgotten my daily duty.
Mine
weekly
was planned. Yours, you clearly just dropped.
How
the
was
ball.
it? Do you want to explain to our audience how that was planned? Are
It
you
was-
saying this was fake? This is
Want to
not
talk
fake.
about, salad in the abstract sense, have more of a dialogue, a discussion. I didn't necessarily think that we needed a tangible salad in front of us.
Well, okay.
A charcuterie, everyone wants in front of them.
Okay, people understand charcuterie, and I'm gonna break it down in the way that I know how to, which is spoken word monologue.
So, similar to what I did. Go ahead.
No, this is artistic. What you did was sort of seemed like a kind of a waste of our live airtime. So
We will
let's talk about.
go ahead and agree to disagree on that one.
Get a room, why don't you? Am I right, audience?
I feel like there's a little tension going on right now. Do you?
Yeah, between you and him, big
Yeah.
time. I'm over here having a
Yeah.
blast, but
It's okay. I forgot the salad. You forgot the cold cuts.
Hey, forgive and forget.
Let's move on.
you want a ding dong?
Why don't we get to the main course?
All right. Let's
Tonight we are
Spoken word
making
monologue for
some
me.
gourmet peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Wow. Oh, that's like a millennial thing. So what happens is they take these classics and they use artisanal ingredients.
They put a little spin on it, you know?
Exactly. So it's like this ain't your mama's
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to
Alright.
Brooklyn once. I paid $15 for peanut butter and jelly. I am not making that up.
Well, fantastic. Actually, Dave and Daly, would you guys like to do the demonstration on this table?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We would.
Work the
Did
cameras
remember
here.
to bring the mic with you this time? So we've got, in your traditional sense with the PB&J, what does one start out with first?
I like the J, but I see you're starting with the bread there, so.
I see you're very observant. You always need proper bread. It's really all about, because that gives the best periphery of the bite, if you think about it. It's on the exterior of the crunch. So you start with the bread.
What's the sandwich we have?
Right now we have gourmet. What did you say?
What kind of sandwich bread?
So it's croissant gourmet rolls.
Let's get up in there. Yep.
We have, they're baked to perfection, right down the road at Sally's Bakery. They're really great over there. Not getting sponsored by them either.
Yeah, no Sally sponsorships.
All right.
We're not all a bunch of product placement.
And step.
OWRs.
Yeah, we're not
Whoa.
talking about Lay's here.
Well, it's not my fault I'm successful.
One man's success is another man's treason.
That hurts. So, step two.
We've got the sandwich. Now, what do we got?
You've got the jam. And the one thing that makes it,
This is artesian.
artesian is that it's homemade jam. And the only way to jam it properly, what do you think we do?
You just gotta jam.
You just gotta get in there.
God.
So this is actually cooked
We didn't get that. We didn't
to
get that shot.
perfection right there. Let me just, I can only
Oh!
one at a time.
Should have brought my poncho, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it does get messy in here, but that's the price to pay when you're making PB&J. So I'm gonna jam these up, So
we got one more
why don't you discuss a little to the audience as I'm preparing the jam.
Well, guys, actually, believe it or not, this is not the first grape experience we've had today. We actually had grapes in the wine. Yep.
Grapes are key to any great dinner soiree.
Or grape dinner if you're into food puns.
Oh.
Dave, that's all you. Is this
Oh,
what your agent wanted?
I am eating a ding dong, and you can see the ding dong.
All right. So what's the last ingredient on?
So the last ingredient is the peanut. You know, and usually you think peanut butter, but what we found in our studies for crafting the perfect sandwich is that the butter actually gets in the way of the taste.
Big time.
You need that organic sensation that only nuts can give you.
okay
you know,
if you fall on the
just
floor,
shows you
yeah.
how ripe they are. They just pop right out of the bottle.
There's so much gas loaded in that can.
Exactly. CO2, all types of chemistry that I don't know.
Do you want to finish compiling this? We actually have a guest coming up. We have a pretty cool guest coming up. It's a specialist. We'll get her. I need to put the camera down.
We'll be back with these sandwiches.
Yeah.
Why do I like Subway? Why do I like Subway? Are you guys? Oh, me.
They make the sandwich for you, and it looks beautiful. There's vibrant colors. There's lots of drinks. You can just buy a cup.
You know, it's a great place to meet up with friends. You know, it's just that atmosphere, just that Subway smell. You know,
And they leave the drink on the customer side, so that way you can refill your own drink.
kind of, you know, wraps you up in a warm blanket of like smell and taste.
They've got all your favorite salted meats. Remember capicola, salami, pepperoni, turkey breast. That's perfect. That's a lean meat.
Sometimes I start out with a 6-inch, or sometimes I do a little 12-inch, a little foot long. You know, it depends what the day is.
It's a great way to have a healthy snack and also put a lot of stuff on it so you don't feel shortchanged in the flavor department. And they've got that exposed brick wallpaper, so it almost feels like, oh, I'm eating a sandwich in Italy. Yum, yum.
And we are back.
Those look so good. It was so hard for me to wait for the 1 minute I had to wait to not eat
We
them.
have, you know, some fresh gourmet PB&J sandwiches
This
made.
is elevated.
But it's going to have to wait because we are here with Somerville's own chief chef. What do you call yourself, ma'am?
I call myself Chief Chef.
We've got to get her in the camera because people.
Hi.
There she
there.
is.
Wait, you
Hey.
gotta switch. That's you're not. That's the preview.
There she is.
Hey.
Chief chef.
Chief Chef.
Chief chef.
me.
That's a
Chief
mouthful,
Chief
isn't it?
She Chef.
Chief chef. Chief.
There's only one.
Chief chef. Chief.
She sells seashells. Just say it with me.
Sheep.
Chief?
Sheep chef.
Wait,
She
you're
chef.
saying
Chief Chef. It's not that hard.
Not a sheep.
is it chef?
Chef.
Chief She
This is a
Chef.
real comedy of errors, ladies and gentlemen.
I make food. Not
Makes food.
sometimes sheep.
Sheep.
Okay, got it. So tell us, give us a little background. How did you get into being the chief chef of Somerville?
I moved here.
It's easy as that, really?
I cooked. Notice there aren't many people doing that here.
She came. She saw. Right.
Yeah. She chef.
Absolutely.
She chef.
She came.
So
she's
what
so
was
she
your,
chef.
your first major hit in the Somerville scene?
You know, I actually make a really good artisanal PB&J. So I'm a little offended about this mockery.
You think this is funny?
There's a lot of hard work that went into that. How are you gonna?
You know what?
You can't even knock it until you try it.
That is the best PB&J I've
Here we
ever seen.
go.
Looks like we're doing this.
I can't wait to hear about this later.
I didn't even get into layering the bread, but that's fine. We'll skip that step.
So isn't the final
really
step is actually
sloppy.
to put each layer of the PB&J on top of each other, correct?
Yeah, we call it the
So this
big
is the try. So
big attack.
You're
It's a
gonna
little
need to-
play on the Big
okay,
Mac.
And actually, to cleanse your palate, you're gonna need to start here. So we don't drop it. I mean, I'll
Yeah,
help. I can.
we traditionally
press her.
start with the grape,
So-
bite to cleanse the palate,
Yeah, absolutely. So one single.
and then
grape.
you just attack it
That's a Zinfandel grape from
from California or New
from
Zealand.
Vermont. I got these are Vermont fresh grapes. All right.
And then
Okay, so now you want to eat from the center out, like sushi.
wait, hold that thought. So what'd you think of our expertly crafted PB&J sandwich?
You know what? I need to redact everything I've said.
Yeah, you did. Oh, look at that.
She
Look at
liked
that
it.
thing.
She liked it. Can you believe that?
Can you put it on camera too?
Let's cue the music to
I framed-
celebratory music.
I framed it perfectly. Camera 2, please. Thank you. Zinfandel grapes.
I think they make it. Daly, I'm really sorry.
You know, I accept your apology.
I don't think I can be chief chef anymore.
You know, I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't.
Chef, sheep.
I wouldn't sell yourself short just yet.
You could sell those for $12 in JP, where all the hipsters are. You know.
Absolutely. You know, there's other markets in Boston. Am I right?
JP.
So I got a question. So what's your favorite type of food to make with utensils, not with your hands? Utensils. PBJ, hand food, utensil food.
Well, I brought a pot with me.
Brought a pot.
Brought a nice little saucepan.
She came prepared, ladies and gentlemen. You know, that's kind of one of the things we like to stress with our audience is always be prepared for any cooking situation.
There you go.
You know, you're really leading by example here. We appreciate it.
Light a fire in here right now. And we could have a sweet
You
potato.
could make a sweet
Rub my
potato.
hands real hard under here. Make some friction.
That's a hand. So we were just talking about no hand food. Not this time.
MacGyver.
Not tonight.
No hand fire either.
Okay.
We'll just Okay, but you can also make rice. You can make popcorn. It's very versatile.
You gotta be careful with the popcorn. It's a delicate.
Is it now? Can you delve into that for us?
Well, you know, I learned from the greatest, the thug herself, Martha Stewart, how to make the perfect popcorn.
She is an OG of the circuit, that's for sure.
She's been through it. She and I have that in common.
Well, that's
So,
good.
anyways, popcorn.
Yeah, please.
You gotta get the right temperature. You gotta get your pot real hot, and
A
then
hot pot is key.
and then you put in 3 kernels and let those pop. Then you turn it down, put in the rest, and it's beautiful. It's perfect.
Thank you for telling us that. That
Really,
really-
Expertly.
really good way to make popcorn.
I don't know a lot about popcorn, but I do have a feeling that you're leading us in the right direction.
Yeah, I know a little bit more now, that's for sure.
Well, so we have 30 seconds. I would really like for you to look into that camera and tell Somerville what they need to know right now.
One thing.
And then afterwards, taste test it.
Hey, it's her
One thing.
moment.
We don't have any time. Go.
Don't eat Lay's, they suck.
And then, like more culinarily.
Yeah, like at a more general level.
Yeah. But like.
What about it is Lay's that makes it
secrets
so bad?
They're not real potatoes.
There you have it. And
gentlemen.
anything else?
Yeah, we got 4
All right,
seconds.
that's all the time we
wide
have
shot
today.
this. We're gonna wide shot this. Hey guys, bye.
See you next
Lay's.
time.
How's Dave's camera look?
Terrible.